Um, I kind of wanted to talk about this because, like, I remember it was something that I like, or we talked about it like a tiny bit last night, but like I was in a group, so we couldn't really stay on it too long. I had mentioned how I watched this video that came out kind of recently that was about that Star Wars hotel or whatever, Galactic Cruiser or whatever it was called. Like I can't really show it here because it's 4 hours, but I figured I would share it. It's from this person named Jenny Nicholson. She got to go to that like Star Wars hotel. Yeah, whereas like thousands of dollars for a night or two. Yeah, exactly. Well, like a family would have to pay like $6,000 to go. Because it was like a set like story. They had a few like actors, I guess, who were like playing specific roles like on the ship the whole time. Like someone was like a captain. There was like a musician lady, and there was like a guy who was like a first order. It was based on the sequels, so it was like a first order guy and a resistance guy, that kind of thing. And the idea was like you were supposed to yes, the most popular, well-loved Star Wars, the new ones, exactly. We had the sequels, of course. They were billing it as like you got to go be a part of a Star Wars story. Like there were three different stories, quote unquote, you could be a part of. There was like a resistance story, there was like a first order story, and like a kind of middle ground, like a smuggler's story that you could be on. The characters that were also on the ship that you could like meet IRL would like message you, and like obviously those messages were like preset, but like they would be able to like message you to like get you to try and do things with them or for them that would like kind of show if you were on like what side you were on. And then that in conjunction with like being able with like actually meeting the actors and like meeting the characters on the ship was supposed to like denote your allegiance. Like you were supposed to get like messages on your phone like, meet me at whatever part of the ship at this time or something like that, so you could like get put into like essentially like big cutscene-esque events. So you were supposed to, it was just supposed to be, yeah, like this big story, Star Wars story that you could be a part of. They use the buzzword immersive a lot, all that stuff in their ad. Like it could go up to like $6,000 if like you were going like with a family. It was like per person it was like $1,000 up. It could be over $1,000. Like it's insane. And it's like, damn, it better be good for that kind of money. And sure enough, it was overpriced. like that in the video, she goes over like her experiences with it and like actually getting to go, and it sounds like it was like not great. It already was like messed up because like the system got like buggy. The system was like messed up and wasn't actually like recording her character relationships correctly, which was like already like that sucks because like you gotta have your like back end like all set up, you know? It's kind of fucked up. I guess all the dinners were like these like had these set shows to go with them. One of them was like a concert with like the actress who's like a famous singer. There was assigned seating, and her seat was like specifically behind a pole that was explicitly in the way of most of the show, which is like really fucked up that they would build the infrastructure like that. Oh hey Clay. And then just like in general, it's just like the production value wasn't that amazing. Like, oh hold on, it seemed like there was like a lot of potential for like really cool stuff to see, and maybe like Star Wars references or just like general like world building that was like super missed out on. I don't know, they just like didn't put anything there. And like it could have been like an expanded what are those called, like the escape room, that's it. But instead it was like a lot of the answers to the quote-unquote problems were like handed to you essentially. Like it was like really dumb because it was just like, well, all right, I guess I didn't get to do anything exciting. That's fun. For as much as they were touting the whole like choose your adventure, it wasn't actually like, it was pretty set on rails for a lot of it. As a business unit, these types of flops are my favorite thing to hear about. Oh my god, yeah. Y'all could have a field day talking about this. Oh my god. There's just a lot of potential that they didn't end up doing anything with, which is like really unfortunate because like something like that could be really cool. Like, apologies, this is like the funny term, but it could truly be like immersive. Like it could be a neat experience to just like live in a Star Wars world for like a day or a few days or something. It sounds like it was just like a average experience walking through a Star Wars themed hotel. I mean, one of the most insane things to see on that was like she was filming the whole time, so like she had her experiences on there. She showed the rooms off, and like they had a TV with Disney Plus, but you could not, they didn't give it to you. They didn't give you Disney Plus. You had to like have an account, an existing Disney Plus account to use it. And it's like, like, are you really gonna lose that much money for like letting someone have free Disney Plus for like 2 total days? It was insane. Like, it's like super shitty. Like, there were just a ton of extra things you could like buy to like make a more quote-unquote high-end experience. Also, wow, I got immediately wiped by this hydrogen. Damn. There's just this like this aura of like insane corporate greed. Like we don't have to put that much effort into it because it's a Star Wars experience. People are gonna love this. It's like you kind of have to go into Disney things knowing they're gonna be like overpriced because Disney, they put that like premium in there. But like it sounds like it would like went even like too far for that. It sounds like there was just not a lot of stuff to do, and she also got locked out of things because the quote-unquote game glitched out, and because like I don't know, a lot of it would seem like it's based on luck as well, like having like you have to get lucky and like have events or like be assigned to events quote-unquote like semi-randomly as well. So like you might not even get your money's worth because the game is just like, no, fuck off, you don't get to do it, you don't get the fun event, sorry, haha. Which is like super terrible. And like there was like a point where like they get to go into like Disney World and go into like the Star Wars area for like a day or for like half a day, and like even that was like they weren't given like a ton of interesting like stuff. I don't know. Like there was apparently like these special missions where like you had to go to different parts of the Star Wars area in the park. One example she gave is that you would go to like the cantina in the Star Wars park, and like normally that's like really hard to get into. Like you would have to get a reservation and stuff. So like you would think, oh, by doing this it's like a free reservation, wow, that's super cool. But no, you don't get to go in there. You just have to scan a QR code that they hand you outside of the cantina, and then you're done. It's like, what the fuck? Like you didn't, they literally, like they really did not give him like anything. It's kind of insane. Like it seems like very bare minimum for like what was touted as like this like very like high-end experience. It's like kind of insane. And like she did a really good job like comparing two similar experiences. Like, I mean, like as you think about it, that is essentially a cruise ship experience. And so she compared it to like actual cruise ships, and like she compared like the prices that you were paying to do the Star Wars experience to like seeing how much you could get on a cruise ship for those same prices. And like you could get like the most like luxurious experiences on a cruise ship for that price, for the price of doing the Star Wars thing, which ultimately provided less like incentive, less things to do. Like it's kind of like it's wild how much you would get ripped off for doing that. But then like I was hearing like hardcore like I guess Disney adults is what I could use there, but just like the people who are like so devoted to it that are like, no, you just did it wrong, you like you were filming so you didn't get the actors to notice you as much, or some crap like that. Like trying to just like make it sound like it was her fault that like it was going wrong and stuff like that, when it's like, no. It's just like really funny that they're like trying to like justify this thing that like clearly wasn't working. It's closed. Like it wasn't working, it closed. So it starts kind of getting into a discussion about like the rest of the parks as a whole, because like I went a couple years ago with family. They wanted to go. I had fun. I will say that. It was fun. But it also definitely felt like they're reaching this breaking point about like this is like not worth the money. Because like there were just like so many extra little things to buy, I guess, with it. And like they've started adding just so many random things that you have to like pay extra for. It was like kind of overwhelming. Like I feel like we're at the limit of that kind of stuff. Like if they start adding like more random little packages to buy and like add-ons to get and stuff, like I feel like it's just gonna become like a criminal act at this point. They had that like stupid like Genie Plus or something like that. And it was like meant to be this like enhanced quote-unquote version of like the fast pass, and like it would allow you to like schedule your day better, but it just made it more confusing and like more like restrictive in how you schedule your days. So you have to like it was like you could put in like a fast pass, but like you couldn't register for anything else, and I think you had to like pay for more fast passes or something like that. Like it was just like horrible. It was super weird. And like in general, there was just a lot of like extra stuff that like you could pay for in like the hotels and the parks and like everything. And it was like, why are there so many extra things? Like, what the hell? What is this? They're obviously going to want to turn a profit. It feels like they're like not hiding it as well anymore, or they're not like the experiences they are giving you like aren't worth it. And it's very clearly like trying to be like, how little effort can we put into this for like getting more money out of people? But yeah, it was just like super, I don't know. There's just like a stink that's becoming a lot more obvious about it. Like a stink of like greed and stuff that's just a lot more obvious. Like minimizing what you give people for getting more of their money. It's just super shitty. Oh, I know, because we were talking about the Star Wars hotel, so I'm gonna name it. Pull up Shido, my favorite Star Wars character. Oh, they let me do it! Yeah! Yeah, I don't know. Like, it was fun, but it definitely felt like, alright, I think we're hitting the limit of, like, how much I'm willing to... Or, like, I don't think I need to go again with how, like, much it's... How expensive and, like, money-sucking it's becoming, I guess. I don't know. It's sad when, like, the corporate people get in the way of, like... For adults, too, but, like, families, kids, whatever, experience for everybody. Just a chance to go have fun. Go on a nice vacation or something. So, it's sad. But, I guess the whole ultimate point is you should watch the video I linked, because I think it's, like, it's a really good analysis of, like, what exactly happened. Basically, like, why it failed. So, I don't know. It's cool. She's a neat, creator, too. Jenny Nicholson, I think she's neat. She's a neat, like, she does neat discussions on like theme park stuff and like movie stuff sometimes. So I don't know, she's cool. Like I started kind of watching a bunch of her stuff, going down the rabbit hole. The whole like, wow, new YouTube channel for me to check out. I want to watch all their stuff. And you know, you just watch a bunch of videos. And she seems pretty neat. She's good at like the long form essay style videos. So good background noise for work, especially.